Hi. What I love about Malagash Bible Camp is that it's the very first summer camp that I've ever been to in my entire life with my grade 6 together camp, and I love that because it's just something that I resonate with and think. Also, I love Malagash Bible Camp because we make a bunch of friends there, which is awesome because I just like spend a bunch of time with them at the camp. Also, I love Malagash because we get to bask in the glory of our Lord and Jesus Christ. Kids that we kind of have a hard time with, like we're always on our phones, and we're always doing stuff, and we're always saying we're having fun, but we do have fun, and we just don't make the time for it, and I think our week at camp kind of gives us a break from our phones and from everything. We just get to like bask, like you just get to like understand it more, so you want to do it, but they always do it on because they put it off because of things that other things that they want to do. That's what I love about Malagash Bible Camp.
Hey, I'm Carmen, and what I love most about Malagash Bible Camp is the focus on sharing Jesus' love with every camper present. That love transformed my life when I was a teenager. And I love the pranks.
Hi, my name is Matthew McDonald, which is some of the reasons why I really love Malagash Bible Camp. I've always loved Malagash Bible Camp. It's a beautiful spot, from its beachfront to its walking trails to the worship services and music in the chapel. But what's always ever stood out to me is, in my life, I've never found a more welcoming, accepting, and friendly community of Christian people. They're all great, great people. I have friendships to this day with many of the people that I've met there, and they're just all around. Everybody I've ever met there has been a wonderful, wonderful person. And so if you are a person like me and just want people who are Christians to get to know and be friends with, you won't find better people than at Malagash Bible Camp.
What do you love about MBC? The people. Okay, that's it. All right. Everybody else? David Jolie.
It's the friends that I have there, and that I just go there to for myself.
Thanks, everyone.
Never been to Okay, ready, Karen? Crocs are evil.
G'day everybody, it's Jordan Booker here in Queensland, Australia. I want to wish Malagash Bible Camp an amazing 50th anniversary and all of you a wonderful Christmas. It's been nearly 10 years since I left Canada, nearly 10 years since I got to be part of the Malagash Bible Camp staff. But the thing I have always loved about Malagash is that even though it's been so long, even though I live on the other side of the world, those friendships and connections that I got to make there were not just for the summer, but have been lifelong. But even now, my friends from Malagash are encouraging me, praying for me, looking out for me, and I get to do the same for them. Pretty incredible that God can use camp in that way to create bonds across the world. I know this has been going on for generations, and it will be for generations to come. So here's to another amazing 50 years, and thank you for everything.
I love how camp has given me such amazing friends. I love the people here.
I agree too.
Hey! Malagash, 50 years. So much has changed, but the core remains the same. Look, this is the photo album I used to keep track of. Lots of great memories in here, amazing friends, relationships that I have kept over the years. Now we use social media, keep in contact with people that way, share our pictures. Things are still the same though. You got the chapel, you got all the kids that have come in, the games that they've played, the chapels that times that we've had. So I want to say thank you, Malagash. It's been a fun 50 years, and I look forward to seeing what happens in the next 50.
I love friendship. All the people at camp. It's like coming home to one big family.
What do I love about Malagash Bible Camp? I love the times that we get to spend with the Lord and worship. I think for me, the late night worships are the best times at Malagash Bible Camp. It's where I met God, and it's where I've seen so many of my other friends meet God, and it's that special moment with Him. That's what I love about Malagash Bible Camp.
Food at camp.
Okay, yeah, the food, but like, I like volunteering the best.
Hello, we're the Hoyt family.
and we're here to tell you what we love about Malagash Bible Camp. Eliza?
I like that it has a candy shop.
Tuck? Alright, Ezra, what do you love?
I like that it's on the water.
What do I love about Malagash Bible Camp? Well, I can tell you that when you all are gone, when all the people are gone, it's a pretty lonely facility. So it's probably not the facility that I love, although it is nice. But what I love the most, I think, is the people. We have the most amazing staff, and just the people that come there are the most friendly and welcoming and loving people that I think I've ever met, probably. So I would have to say people.
Arlo, you go.
He doesn't know what it is.
I can remember the first time going to Malagash during the winter months. It was during one of the snow blast retreats. I think it was the winter before we started working at camp. And Glenn Leeper was there, and I remember sitting with him in the back and him making the comment of just how much the place comes alive in the middle of the winter when there's snow all around, and people are having fun and laughing and cheering, and certainly that was our experience in living there. As Annette said, you have people that show up all year long when camp isn't in session at the property and just say how magical the place is and how they have so many memories. But when you live there, you realize that it's not the place that is so special, but the people who come and who bring the place to life, and really where the Spirit of the Lord meets with individuals and they worship together, and they have fun together, and they fellowship together. And that's what we remember most, is experiencing that spirit and that aliveness and vibrancy that comes by having a group of people who love camp, who love Malagash, and who love the Lord come together as one.
What do you like about camp? What do you like about camp?
I'm Mary Main. And what I love about Malagash Bible Camp can be best summed up by what Mitch Foran said when we were on full-time staff in 2014. He said, "I love this job because you get to talk about God and be a goof." And might I add, in a place that is so beautiful. At camp, I have seen some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises, and learned about how much Jesus loves me and how, yeah, you can be a teenager and still be super into Jesus. And played a night game in a prom dress and swum out to the rescue board at the beach to grab a banana off of it. And there's only one place you can do all of those things.
Everything. It's the community, the people here. I've had really good experiences, especially with cabin leaders and other campers here. It's a really good community. I feel like the best thing about this place would be the community. It's not about the facilities, it's about relationship with Jesus and relationship with each other. So that's what I really think. It's not about all the fancy bells and whistles, it's about relationships.
Nice. What I love the most about Malagash is that God has used the people there to be a godly influence on the campers. And that has been one of the largest pieces of my life in terms of growth and discipleship in my relationship with God, and just nothing could ever take that away. Also, just the beauty of the place and the friendships that were forged there are something that can never be replaced. It was always a place of sort of refuge for me, and sunshine and fun and all of that, yes, but the main thing was a place where I could meet with other Christians and learn about Jesus and learn what it means to really follow him. And it was like the best week of my life every single year. So yeah, that's what I love about Malagash.
You Karen! Jesus!
Hi, I'm Karen. And I'm Taylor. And I love camp because it feels like I'm coming home. I'm surrounded with the people I love who also share the same love with Jesus. And I could just talk to them about that all the time, and it's a super cool feeling.
I love camp because it's just somewhere where I feel like I can be myself, and it's like a safe place. to be able to just make really good friendships and, like Kara said, talk about Jesus with them and share the love that you have for him with everyone around you.
And like night games.
Night games are pretty
so much
pretty
fun
amazing,
too.
so,
But,
you know.
Yeah, that's why we love camp.
What's your favorite part? Sorry.
No. Pranks.
Quiet walks over the bridge in the morning to get ready for chapel. The glow of the sunrise and sunset from the lifeguard stand. Watching a thunder and lightning storm cross the strait from the deck of the lodge with your best friend. The sound of the ball hitting the back of the net. The opposing team cheering the staff camper soccer games. Laying in the grass and looking at the stars during a night game. Singing a song at the top of your lungs for absolutely no reason at all. And watching the Spirit of our living God, who's at work and changing hearts every day at Malagash Bible Camp.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love camp?
11.
Wait, no, it's a 50. It's a 50.
Hey guys, I'm Derek, and what I love about Malagash Bible Camp is how weird it is, and I don't mean that in like a typical way. I guess like what I'm trying to say is you get like a cabin full of people from Halifax, from Tatamagouche, from wherever, who typically wouldn't have anything to do with each other. But then all of a sudden you tell them to live together for a week, and some way, somehow they become best friends. And people who typically don't have a voice, or typically are kind of cast down at home or at school, all of a sudden are given an opportunity to have that voice, to have a place of belonging. And then people that, maybe you don't expect much from outside of the camp world, all of a sudden begin to thrive. They're accepted the way they are, and they belong. And they don't just belong, but they're given an opportunity to like use the gifts and the person that God's created them to be, to utilize that and to pour into others. And all of a sudden, you just have this camp full of super weird and diverse people all coming together. And even though it's like messy and stuff happens, all of a sudden it's like this beautiful thing happens. And I think the more I learn, the more that I'm starting to see that like that's what the kingdom of God is about. It's not about all these straight-laced and perfect people coming together, but it's all these different like weird kind of people coming together, who typically are looked down upon, but all of a sudden are brought together under Jesus and are given an opportunity to love one another and to thrive. And I think it's just this beautiful picture of what we get a glimpse of at camp, and I think that's what the kingdom of God is all about. Anyways, thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.
What I love about Malagash Bible Camp. Everything about Malagash. Definitely the thing I love is the connections with God, and being able to learn about Him and just worship Him. And also the connection made with people, the community of Malagash. There are so many people I've met that become long-lasting friends, and just connections.
As an alumni of Malagash Bible Camp, I would say family camp has been the most special for me. Being able to go to family camp as a single mom and just know that my child is well taken care of, and also having lots of time to spend with them as well, and having some great adult time. Where do you get free babysitting at night, huh? That's pretty cool. That's even put in the schedule. So Malagash Bible Camp, great break for parents to get away for a week's vacation where you're well fed spiritually and yummy food too. So very cool. I would highly recommend family camp at Malagash, along with any other camp. So take care.
We love Malagash Bible Camp.
We both really do.
My name's Brittany.
My name's Jody.
Yep. I was a senior cabin leader for one summer and a nurse for random weeks.
I've actually been going to Malagash since I was 2 years old. My dad held the very first snow blast, and I've been going ever since. And I never worked there, but I volunteered in the kitchen, which was tons of fun. Yeah, Malagash has been like a huge impact on my life because of having family there and having friends and just being so involved with the community. It's been great. It's led me to where I am today.
We thought we would take this video as we were having a sleepover because that's one of our favorite parts about camp.
Yeah!
You have a sleepover with strangers.
Every night
of the week. And then you prank other strangers. And then you're all awake together.
Wow!
For a long time.
It's great. No sleep.
So good. If you want to know the best prank stories, hit us up. Mine include rabbit feet, walkie-talkies, and a bass.
Mine include broken glow sticks, saran wrap, and Christmas caroling.
Classic. Go to camp.
Merry Christmas from British Columbia. I like Camp Malagash because there's great friends, great leaders. We're right next to the waters, and there's one great God that we get to learn about.
I like Camp Malagash Bible Camp because there's a whole bunch of fun leaders, and the tuck shop, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get, and the hike on the way at the very last day is really good. There's stuff at the end you can eat.
Bye!
I love the people and the chapel, and I love meeting everyone at Boys and Chair.
What I love about Malagash Bible Camp is the love and support that's shown to literally everyone that goes. Nobody's left out or left behind at camp. I also love chapel because I love seeing everyone get together and worship our God. Malagash is the first camp I've been to. And when I first started going, I was a really shy, quiet kid. I wouldn't really tell anyone that I was Christian. But because of Malagash Bible Camp, I am now able to say that it's helped me show that. And I'm not scared to go out of my comfort zone anymore. And I'm able to say that I am a Christian to anyone that asks. I love the pranks too. The pranks are really funny. But yeah, that's what I love about Malagash.
I've filmed this so many times. Let me try one more time, okay? I love everything about Malagash. I love the people. I love the music. I love the food. I love the games. I love the history. That was the first thing that caught my eye, was the history. I saw all these names of people from the past. I started to recognize stories that I'd heard from people before I even knew what Malagash was. And why is that? That's because God allows people to be at home at Malagash. He uses the staff, he uses his word to let people know that they are so loved. And that's been going on for 50 years, and I pray for 50 more years and beyond. Thank you to everyone who's been involved. I pray for more growth. I pray for Jesus to meet with more people there over the next 50 years than the last. I thank you for those who have been my friends. I thank you for those who will be my friends. God is present. God is using camp every year. It's amazing.
What do I love about Malagash? I love everything about Malagash. What I mostly love is the people and the history. Everyone who comes here has a place, and you belong at Malagash. And some people have grown up with Malagash, and their parents went, or their grandparents went, and it's just the best place ever. Merry Christmas.
Hello, my name is Pelham Flowerdew, and I'm going to first read a submission from my brother Mark, answering the question what he loves about Malagash Bible Camp. He says, I could make a long list of my favorite parts of MBC. It would mostly be people's names. But one thing that stands out for me is the culture of creativity. The camp lifestyle opens the door to wild creative expression unheard of in the real world. Somehow it becomes more socially acceptable to experiment in interpretive dance and freestyle rap when you're at Malagash. Camp has allowed many of us to discover God-given talents in drama, costume design, pranking, and crafting epic night game intros. And may the most creative cabin always eat first. Thanks, Mark. Well, as a camper at Malagash, I felt loved, accepted, and excited to be with other Christians. As a volunteer, I grew in my spiritual health and in my understanding of what it means to be a servant. I think as a full-time staff member, I discovered more of who I really am and the ways that God and others empowered me to be a leader. As a board member, I get to see how God is working behind the scenes, faithful in many, many ways that most people wouldn't even know about. As a youth pastor, I see how God uses camp in the lives of young people to do amazing things and help them to be more who they really are, help them to grow more into who I believe God has called them to be. And as the person who curated all these videos, I was immensely, immensely encouraged by the diversity of experience and the universally positive role that camp has played in thousands of lives over 50 years. As a fundraiser, these 31 days of videos worked very well. The goal was actually $3,100. That's where the 31 days idea came from. And at this point, over $6,000 has been raised, and that's an overwhelming amount. But honestly, fundraising aside, this is a beautiful way to wrap up 50 years and a way for us to be encouraged and excited about the future of camp as it moves into year 51. So thank you to everyone who made a video. Thank you to everyone who watched, and Happy New Year.